In this video, we are going to work on our network manager. So first, we are going to our scene folder, change to the menu scene. Here, I'm going to create a new game object. I will call it Nets Manager. Then I'm going to our script. I'm going to create a new script. And also I will call it Nets Manager 2. Then I'm going to attach our script to our Nets Manager. Now we are going to open our script. So I'm going to delete the start and update function. We don't need them now. And then here in the top, I will make it two library. One of them is our pawn. Now we are going to make this escape to instance. So for that, we need to write here public static. So Nets Manager instance. The good thing about the singleton is that we have access to it anywhere in our project. But the bad things about that is that we can have it for just one time format. That means because in now we have just one Nets Manager, that's why we can use the singleton. But when we have more than, for example, enemies, for enemies we cannot use the singleton because we have more than one enemies. So now we are after this. I'm going to make a await function. Inside of the await, I will write instance is equal to this. Here means this script. And then we want to transport our game of Nets Manager from one scene to another scene. So that's why we need to write don't destroy unload. Now we are going to make a start function. This 2/ means it's a comment, it's for information. So that it doesn't do anything, it's just to give us information. So connect to the master server. So connect. So at the beginning of the game, at the start function, we will going to connect to our master server with this line of code. Now when I'm deleting the information, I need to change the menu behavior to menu behavior callbacks, so pawn callbacks. So now because this callback doesn't do anything alone, we need to use the override it. We need to override it. Override, we need to write public override void. unconnected to master. Now it comes called when the client is connected to the master server and ready for matchmaking and other tasking. That's why we need to use it. And here we are going to delete this one. We don't need that. And we make it debug.log. And we make it connected inside. So now let's save it and test it. As you see downside, it should happen that it's connected. So you can also test it if you are connected or not. Be sure if you didn't connect it, be sure that you have the photon. If you didn't, just install the photon again to delete this folder. If you didn't connect it, delete the folder and install it again and give the code again. Then it will be working. So now we are going back to our script again. We can delete this one, it's just for testing. Now here I will write public void so here we are going to write this function. And we are going to check if we can connect or not. So here we are going to check if we have available rooms. If we have available rooms, we are going to join them. So if we have a one room, we are going to join that room. But if we have a two room, then we are going to randomly join one of them. That's why we need to write join random room. Now here else. In the else, we want to set our maximum number of players to 2. So that's why here we will write room options. We put options to store the data is equal to new room options. Now we set it to maximum 2. So options dot max player is equal to 2. Now we are going to create the rooms. Here photon network dot create a room inside null and option. Now for changing the scene, here I will make a new function, public void change scene. We want the name of our scene. scene name, and after that curly braces, and here photo network dot load level. The level that we want to load is our scene name. So here we make a parameter, and after that we bring the parameter here. We say we want to load this parameter. For info, here I will write so now we are going up. We make a two function here. As we did before, we are going to delete it, but this time, because we create that function, so create or join all. Then we make another function. Not this function. So I need to bring this one there. Then here on join home, I will write debug.log. Then in room. So we will check if we are in room or not with debug.log. That's for testing. So let's just actually bring that for that part to up. Now for testing, we are going to save our script and going back to the game. Then we are going to play it. Now in the downside, it should come that we are in the room. So new room. So now we can go back to our script again and we can delete this part again because we don't need that. It just was for testing. And we see that this function is worked and we could join the room. And the next part we are going to make a URL for joining our room. See you in the next video.